Have you ever thought about how the foods you eat every day might be slowly sabotaging your heart? Imagine this. You're at a family gathering, surrounded by loved ones, enjoying a feast. But little do you know, some of the foods on your plate are like ticking time bombs, waiting to wreak havoc on your heart, especially after the age of 50. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? Today, we're uncovering 12 of the worst foods that could be destroying your heart, and you might be surprised by what you find on this list. Before we dive into the details, picture this scenario. It's your 50th birthday, and you've decided to treat yourself. You're at your favorite restaurant, indulging in a meal you've always loved: juicy steak, buttery mashed potatoes, and a rich dessert to top it off. But as you savor each bite, your body is silently dealing with the consequences. Over time, these food choices might seem harmless, but they accumulate, taking a toll on your heart. So, let's break it down. What are these foods, and why are they so dangerous for your heart, especially as you age? 1. Processed meats. Think about the last time you had a deli sandwich or grabbed a hot dog at a barbecue. Processed meats, like bacon, sausage, and cold cuts, are convenient and tasty, but they're loaded with sodium, preservatives, and unhealthy fats. Studies have shown that consuming these meats regularly increases your risk of heart disease by nearly 42%. The high salt content raises your blood pressure, while the saturated fats clog your arteries. It's a dangerous combination that your heart simply can't afford, especially after 50. You might be wondering, how could something so common be so harmful? It's all about the cumulative effect. Over time, these processed meats contribute to chronic inflammation in the body, which is a known factor in the development of heart disease. Imagine the damage done after decades of indulging in these seemingly innocent foods. It's a wake-up call to rethink what we're putting into our bodies. 2. Sugary beverages. Picture this. It's a hot summer day, and you're craving something cold and sweet. You reach for a soda or a glass of sweet tea. While it may quench your thirst momentarily, sugary beverages are one of the worst offenders when it comes to heart health. They cause spikes in blood sugar levels, leading to insulin resistance, weight gain, and eventually, heart disease. The sugar rush might feel good in the moment, but the long-term damage to your heart is anything but sweet. 3. Fast food. Now, let's talk about fast food. We've all been there, rushing through a busy day, grabbing a quick meal at a drive-thru. It's convenient, cheap, and, let's face it, delicious. But fast food is a heart disaster waiting to happen. Loaded with trans fats, sodium, and empty calories, these meals contribute to obesity, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol levels. The convenience of fast food comes at a heavy price: your heart health. Think about the last time you indulged in a burger and fries. It might have been quick, but the long-term effects on your heart are anything but. Fast food often contains hidden sugars and unhealthy fats that contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. This plaque narrows the arteries, making it harder for blood to flow to the heart, ultimately leading to heart disease. The occasional treat is fine, but making fast food a regular part of your diet is a recipe for disaster, especially as you age. 4. White bread and refined grains. Remember that soft, white bread that seems to melt in your mouth? While it may be comforting, refined grains like white bread, pasta, and rice are stripped of their nutrients during processing. This leads to a rapid spike in blood sugar levels, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Whole grains, on the other hand, provide fiber, which helps lower cholesterol and keeps your heart in check. It's time to reconsider that sandwich bread you've been relying on for years. It's easy to overlook the impact of refined grains on your heart, but the truth is, these foods have a high glycemic index, meaning they cause your blood sugar to spike quickly. Over time, these spikes can lead to insulin resistance, which is a precursor to diabetes and heart disease. Switching to whole grains is a simple yet powerful change that can protect your heart and improve your overall health. 5. Fried foods. The crispy crunch of fried foods. Whether it's French fries, fried chicken, or donuts, there's something undeniably satisfying about that first bite. But here's the reality check. Fried foods are loaded with trans fats, which are infamous for raising bad cholesterol levels and lowering good cholesterol. This deadly combo clogs arteries and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. As you age, your heart's ability to handle these fats decreases, making fried foods an especially dangerous choice. 6. Margarine. You might remember a time when margarine was marketed as the healthier alternative to butter. But here's the twist. Many types of margarine are loaded with trans fats, which are more harmful than the saturated fats found in butter. These trans fats are linked to an increased risk of heart disease, as they contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. So, if you've been spreading margarine on your toast, it might be time to switch to a healthier option like olive oil. The marketing of margarine as a heart-healthy choice is one of the biggest misconceptions in modern nutrition. While it's true that some newer versions of margarine are trans fat-free, many older formulations still contain these harmful fats. The key is to read labels carefully and choose spreads that are made with heart-healthy fats like olive or avocado oil. Your heart will thank you for making the switch. 7. Ice cream. Imagine this, a cozy evening, curled up on the couch with a bowl of your favorite ice cream. It's a simple pleasure, but ice cream is one of the worst offenders for your heart. High in sugar and saturated fats, it contributes to weight gain, high cholesterol, and increased risk of heart disease. As you age, your metabolism slows down, making it harder to burn off those extra calories. The occasional treat is okay, but regular indulgence could be putting your heart at risk. The sugar contributes to insulin resistance, while the saturated fats increase your cholesterol levels. Over time, this combination can lead to weight gain and a higher risk of heart disease. If you're craving something sweet, consider healthier alternatives like frozen yogurt or sorbet, which have less fat and sugar but still satisfy your sweet tooth. 8. Red meat. Let's revisit that steak dinner we talked about earlier. Red meat, such as beef, lamb, and pork, is a staple in many diets. But consuming it regularly, especially after 50, can be detrimental to your heart. Red meat is high in saturated fats, which raise bad cholesterol levels and increase the risk of heart disease. Additionally, the way red meat is often cooked, grilled, or fried can produce harmful compounds that further contribute to heart problems. Reducing your red meat intake and opting for leaner proteins like fish or plant-based alternatives can make a big difference for your heart. 9. Pastries and baked goods. Picture walking into a bakery, the smell of fresh pastries filling the air. It's tempting, right? But pastries, cakes, and cookies are often made with refined flour, sugar, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients contribute to weight gain, increased blood sugar levels, and, ultimately, heart disease. As delicious as they are, these baked goods are better left as an occasional treat rather than a daily indulgence. 10. Pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? It's the go-to comfort food for many, but it's also a sneaky heart health saboteur. Most pizzas are loaded with sodium, unhealthy fats, and processed meats, all of which contribute to high blood pressure and clogged arteries. The thick crust, often made from refined flour, only adds to the problem. While an occasional slice won't hurt, regular consumption of pizza can take a toll on your heart, especially after 50. 11. Buttered popcorn. Imagine sitting down for a movie night with a big bowl of buttered popcorn. It sounds perfect, but here's the catch. Popcorn drenched in butter is high in saturated fats and sodium. This combination can lead to weight gain, high cholesterol, and increased risk of heart disease. Air-popped popcorn with a light drizzle of olive oil or a sprinkle of your favorite herbs can be a much healthier alternative. Popcorn itself is a whole grain and can be a healthy snack, but when it's drenched in butter and salt, it becomes a heart health hazard. The saturated fats in butter contribute to high cholesterol levels, while the sodium increases blood pressure. Both of these factors raise your risk of heart disease. If you love popcorn, try making it at home with air-popped kernels and adding a small amount of olive oil and herbs for flavor. This way, you can enjoy a guilt-free snack that's good for your heart. 12. High-sodium canned soups. Finally, let's talk about those canned soups that seem like a quick and easy meal option. While they might be convenient, they're often loaded with sodium. Excess sodium increases blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. After 50, your body becomes more sensitive to sodium, making these seemingly innocent soups a potential danger to your heart. It's easy to reach for canned soup when you're in a hurry, but the high sodium content can have serious consequences for your heart. Many canned soups contain more than half of the recommended daily intake of sodium in just one serving. Over time, this excess sodium can lead to high blood pressure, a leading cause of heart disease and stroke. If you enjoy soup, Consider making your own at home with fresh ingredients and minimal salt. Not only will it be lower in sodium, but it will also taste better and be more nourishing. So, there you have it, 12 of the worst foods that could be destroying your heart, especially after 50. It's not just about avoiding these foods, but also about making smarter, heart-healthy choices every day. Your heart works hard to keep you going, and it deserves the best care you can give it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.